Tonight's story is Humpty Dumpty Climbs Again by David Horowitz. Humpty Dumpty climbed up a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put him together again. Finally, one of the king's horses had the good sense to call a doctor. "Mr. Humpty," said the doctor, "you must be more careful. I mean, for Pete's sake, you're an egg." Since then, Humpty was not climbed a single wall. Oh, he just watched TV all day. Now all the king's horses and all the king's men made jokes about Humpty Dumpty. Whenever they passed by his house, they chant, "Humpty Dumpty sits in a chair. He used to climb rocks. Today he won't dare." One day the dish went up to visit Humpty Dumpty. When the dish arrived, Humpty Dumpty was sitting around watching television. "Listen, Humpty Dumpty," said the dish, "this is getting ridiculous. You used to be such a brave egg. Everybody looked up to you. Now you just sit around watching TV." "Whatever," said Humpty Dumpty. "After that great fall I had, climbing rocks just seems silly. I mean, what's the point if you say so?" said the dish, and the dish ran away with the spoon. Humpty Dumpty went back to watching TV. Then along came a spider, and the spider dropped down and frightened Humpty Dumpty right out of his house. And there in the middle of the street, that once mighty Humpty Dumpty stood. A little dog laughed to see such a sight, and poor Humpty Dumpty head for the hills. Humpty Dumpty kept walking until he reached the wall. For old time's sake, he climbed up a few rocks to lay on the bottom. He found he was not alone. "Oh, great," thought Humpty Dumpty. "It's all the king's men. They'll probably make fun of me some more." They did not. All the king's men had a big problem. One of the king's favorite horses, Milt, had gotten stuck up on the wall, and the king will have our heads for this. And the men said grimly, "Oh, no, what are we going to do?" Humpty Dumpty noticed the climbing equipment at the men's feet. Without a word, he coiled up the rope, threw it over his shoulder, and you guessed it, he climbed the wall. He kept climbing. Yes, Humpty Dumpty knew he would fall, but still Humpty Dumpty climbed the wall as long as there was trouble for horses and men. Good old Humpty Dumpty, the egg, climbs again. And there he rescues the horse down from the wall. And from that day on, Humpty Dumpty never climbed again without the proper safety equipment.